we in here? Are we in here? All right, I'm just gonna get on started. I'm not gonna wait for anyone to get in the room. I will definitely acknowledge you as you get in here. And also too, get to any questions. Who's in here? Did y'all like Wandavision? I loved it. I love me a good backstory, baby. I love me a good backstory. What is my most major complaint about movies? My major complaint about movies is that there's not enough character development. So with that being said, I love a good backstory. I didn't realize I had my own phone. So with that being said, I will I enjoyed it because I already knew, like, even in my predictions from last week, I said between next week's episode or the other one here, or the last one, that we were going to get some filling of the gaps. So okay. We did get a post-credit scene, so you make sure you check that out. The Kevster is not here today. He went on with his father, and I didn't even send him a link, so maybe next week. Hey, babe, I was just talking about you. You want me to send you the link? You want me to send you the link to see if you want to come and join? See if you can click on this and see if it'll come up. See if you can click on that. Okay. So if Kevin joins the chat, then he will be in. If not, he will be chatting in the comments. We enjoyed this episode. It definitely made up for last week, right? So it starts off, we're in 1693 at the Salem witch trials in Massachusetts. So with this, we get Agatha's backstory. Now, I've listened to some reviews already today, and I did not hear anyone. So this is my hot take. I ain't hear not nobody say that. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so they was trying to burn Agatha at the stake. She was trying to do some funny business, and she ended up, because, you know, her mother was she's a, what is she? She was a witch as well. But, you know, when you have children and a hierarchy and stuff like that, I believe she was more powerful, or she thought. However, when we found out she was doing some hokey business, like she was trying to harness people powers and stuff like that, and so they were trying to burn her at the stake because she wasn't trying to do what she was going to do in the way it's supposed to be done. And then so they started burning her at the stake, baby. All of those were witches that were standing around, the whole coven. They started burning her at the stake, baby. And Agatha, she actually harnessed their power and sucked their power and their life force from them all, even her mother. So I was like, ooh. So my hot take is That is what she's trying to do with Wanda. She's trying to produce that trauma. That's why this whole episode we were just going through trying to figure out how do you do this? How do you do this? So I felt like it was a ploy to go back in time to figure out how she did this, and then we got all of that stuff filled in, and I was loving it. I was here for it. I heard a couple of people say they didn't like it. This was one of my favorite episodes. Yeah, this is one of my favorite episodes. So we got Agatha's backstory. So she picked up the brooch that she always wear. Let me see. I feel like I'm not at the good thing. Okay. She picked up her mother's brooch, that brooch that she always wears. That was the big kickoff why everybody predicted that she was Agatha and not Agnes. Then she mentions to Wanda about fake Pietro, like she just said, Hey, Moochie, is Lamont live right now? He probably is. It's Friday, right? I'm sorry. I hope you can watch us both. Hey, Mooch. There's a fake Pietro, so they keep on harping on that. They keep on saying it. But what it is I just think that he is some kind of extension of her because he knows everything that's going on. So, and I don't remember anybody filling him in. So I'm just thinking he's some kind of agent of hers. You know how witches always had either cats. Now Agatha always has this bunny. So I'm thinking, is she turning the bunny into Pietro back into the bunny? Child, I don't know, but they keep on mentioning it and harping on it. So okay. I think they said, what do they call it? Pietro? Okay, so Agatha is trying to walk her through her past to get the answers. They do a flashback of the younger her with Pietro, of course, her brother, and her parents when they were in Slacovia. Slacovia? So, okay, so yes, and then we find out where she gets the love of sitcoms, and her father used to sell the sitcoms to the different people, and before he would sell them, he would watch them all with the kids and stuff before they sell them. Then, let's see what we have. So she used the sitcoms as a form of escape. And the memories of her parents is kind of like what drives the hex, all of that. So then tragedy hits, a Stark missile comes in, and you can hear all in the background, all this chaos that's going on, because, I guess, people are trying to dominate, take over and stuff like that, and the governments are fighting, and there's war out in the streets. And they always said that went on over there. And a Stark missile comes in and kills her mother and father. Then another one comes in, and it's like a dud. So it just kind of sits there, and they thought that they were just, basically, they thought that they were going to die, but eventually, oh, okay, he's not alive. They must have thought that they were going to die, but they didn't. However, we find out later on that it was possible that Wanda got her power. She had powers before she even knew she had powers. So that's why when I was live tweeting while I was watching it, and I was saying mutants, this is mutants. I said all of this is just, and then they had the M, they kept having the M emblem in different places, and we still got that cameo that they call it a Luke Skywalker cameo that's coming. So I said, let me read my tweet. I was in them Twitter streets, girl. I be dipping and doing it. I said, where's my profile? I said, Age of Ultron, Avengers Age of Ultron, I found where they're going with this. Mutants. We will see Professor X or Magneto or both next episode. Ultron doesn't want to protect humans. He wants humans to evolve. And what does that sound like? Mutants. The same thing that happened to Monica Rambeau. She became some type of mutant. And also, too, I still think she has something going on with her DNA. And all it did was amplify and bring it to life. The same thing with Scarlet Witch with the stone that they had at Hydra when they were doing the experiments. Same exact thing. The stone didn't give her powers because she was pulling the thing using magic and telekinesis to pull the stone to her, and then the stone activated and then like amplified her power, so merged with her powers, gave her more powers. So I'm thinking that's just how that went on that. I only watched the episode once. I did watch The Real Rejects. They actually reacted to it, so I guess you could say that I saw it again, but I only saw it the one time. So I was just writing a couple of notes based off of what I was watching, and it was a pretty concise and short enough, digestible enough episode because it was so concise. And oh my God. And man, did y'all tell when they was having them little loving moments, which we get to now, Vision and her being at the Avengers compound together, and they kind of showed how they kind of fell in love with each other. And, she was being vulnerable and talking to him and saying exactly how all of the people that she lost. And so we definitely know that Wanda has lost everybody that she is. If anybody want to come join the line, I put the link in the comments. If you want me to DM you, let me know. I'll send it out. And there was this line, and she was talking about all this grief and stuff like that. And her life has been a lot of grief, starting with her mother and father, starting with Pietro, then Vision. How many times? Okay, you get where I'm going with that. So I was like, so basically she is about to unravel. And then I told you on top of it, I think the last straw is going to be those kids. And once Agatha found out what actually harnesses her powers in such a mighty way, I thought she was doing that so that she can harness the power just like she took the power in the life to become more powerful. Now that's where I think we're going with this. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do y'all think? I thought I didn't see any other thing. And what I got from that backstory is that she harnessed and harvested the powers from the other witches. She stole their power and their life energy. And I'm thinking that's exactly what she wants to do with Wanda. And nobody said that. I'm surprised that kind of went over everybody's head. Nobody said it. But I swear, I think that might be somewhere where we're going with that. And the line when he was talking about grief, he was saying it was so touching. Like how do you get to a superhero movie, a show, and get those deep, in-depth moments like that? Like, I'm still trying to figure out how that works. And when he said, I haven't been through grief before, I haven't lost anybody because it's always just been me, and I've always been by myself. And when he said, I imagine grief to be love persevering, like your love that you have for that person is still just a connection. It's just a connection. And maybe if you think about it like that, and you still mourn your loss and you feel those feelings and you process it. However, but if you just think of it as an extension of love and you keep your memories and you keep the good stuff and don't get over consumed with not actually physically seeing the people, because I'm telling you, she is going to lose it. It was so many Easter eggs. And then she starts to get, okay, because then, she's starting to get them feelings of hurt and pain again. So she was starting to pull away and withdraw. And actor was like, no, we are at the constituency or something. We're at the part. We're about to get there. Come on, keep on. You got to keep going, because she still ain't seen her manifest these powers. So get to it, girl. We need to see it. So then she goes to Sword. However, that footage that they had, something in the buttermilk and cleaned that footage. So Hayward, he wasn't acting like a total asshole, but he still had some asshole-like qualities, because I'm still trying to figure out how in the world we get to, how do we get to cutting up her lover, her close family member, and then seeing him just like all disassembled. I was just like, that is horrible. So she went down there. She got forceful. Now I think this might have been his plan, but that plan could have went left real quick. You messing around with the right one. So I don't know. Make sure you guys like the video. Like the video, please. Like the video for me. And yeah, like the video. So she goes in there and she's basically showing. So she goes off, she breaks the glass, goes down there, and she tries to go down there and kind of feel him. You remember that brought it full circle to when they were in Age of Ultron and Avengers Infinity War, when she always say, I just feel me. Just feel, he'll always say, I feel you, you feel me. And then her saying that I don't feel you anymore. I was just like, oh my God. So she tears up and she leaves. And then we go to the town of Westview. So we're moving on. And like I said, they are doing such a good job with weaving the pieces to the puzzle. And I mean, just giving you enough without overdoing it, overstuffing it, Easter eggs galore, all of that. They have done an excellent job with crafting the story and tying into everything. And did y'all notice, y'all, every time WandaVision goes off, every time it goes off, what's the next recommended? What's the next recommended show? Age of Ultron. Now I watched Age of Ultron right after I turned off WandaVision, and it was so meaty. It has so much, like in hindsight, like when I was looking at it then, I was just looking at it. But as the shows and the movies progress further and further, like the way they tie and weave, oh my God, the way they do that, it is magnificent. I mean, kudos to Kevin Feige, the writing team. They got these two writers that mainly write, and they may have some other people come and consult and work, but they're mainly two writers. I forget their names and I didn't write them down, but they expertly weave this stuff in, and I just think it's awesome. So they get to Westview, and the people of the town, they kind of look disturbed a little bit. The town doesn't look all that vibrant. It looked like something was amiss, like something happened. Like I don't know what it was, but when I looked at it, I was kind of thrown off. I was like, it looks a little funny or something. So I don't know what was up with that. I'm sure there's more backstory, but we don't know what that is. But they look a little sad. So then we drive to the house, the plot of land that they was getting ready, Vision was getting ready to build them a house. So she looks at the deed and it's saying like, to grow old together and all this other stuff. And She is torn with grief, and she lets out this huge burst of red energy. And Agatha calls it, and I believe in Doctor Strange they call it chaos magic. She draws her energy off of chaos magic to create the house. And so there was no taking of the body because Wanda created women. Look at that. Look what God did. Women was able to bring him to life from nothing but herself and her power. I love to see it. I said, Lord, and it was 4 good bursts of that magic that she was throwing out and creating. And she was creating the hex in the house and changing all the people. And Agatha could not believe what she was seeing. She was like, okay, she was like, I know exactly what is going on. She runs out because she already had the kids. I told you she had the kids. I was surprised Wanda saw them kids again, but I guess to trigger her, she had to, hey Tim, how you doing? She had to actually use those children against. And then she was holding them by their neck and they screaming, mommy, mommy, mommy. So then she comes out and Agatha reveals that she knows what she is and she is shook. She was like, you are supposed to be a myth. This is not right. What is going on? So then she tells her she's the Scarlet Witch. And she finally gets her name. And then in one of you see the background back there with the that vision when she was looking at that stone, she got that vision, and you can see the classic outfit and all that stuff. So yeah, they finally went there. They took it there. And also too, we got they got the end credit scene. The end credit scene. I'm sorry, I almost closed the book and was about to move on. We got White Vision. Let me see if I got a picture of White Vision. Hold on, share. What are we doing here? White Vision. Yes. Bring that up. So we got White Vision. So Hayward. Did I show it? Do y'all see it? I'm sorry. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. So we got White Vision. Now, apparently from the stuff, a lot of people, I listen to a lot of commentary on YouTube where they're breaking down, because I am not a comic book reader. All of the knowledge that I've gotten about comic books has come from my ace, Jamal, and 2 from commentary on YouTube. So basically, White Vision comes from the West Coast Avengers series, Vision Quest. So if you try to research a little bit of where we're going, make sure you look those 2 up, and basically the storyline is basically what we're seeing. It became very apparent to me that that's where we were going, because I was listening to them break it down and I was like, oh, okay, this is also basically, this is Vision. This is powered up Vision with no consciousness. So he doesn't have the sweet Vision. Is just a robotic type of sentient being or whatever. And they're going to really be using him to be a weapon. That is basically what that is. So yeah, listen to some commentary on breaking down the Avengers West Coast Vision Quest. And also too, I just think that in order for Wanda is going to lose it so bad in next week's episode, you ain't going to have no choice but to have Magneto and Professor X to come to wield her back in, because she's like on some Phoenix. She's on some, on the X-Men, the redhead chick. She on that type of level. Like, you have to keep her, you know, like that. So yeah, y'all, that's the end of my review. Excellent episode. I loved it. Hey Tim, thanks for coming in. Let me see who's in here. I'm looking at let me look at Facebook, because those comments don't come up in my I gotta find out. I have to talk to them. I heard I was supposed to see all my different comments on the same platform, but I don't. Okay, so yeah, okay, so it ain't no Facebook people. Good. So how did y'all like it? Did y'all rate it? Oh, you can't see it. What you should have been able. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just put me back on here. So yeah, y'all got any questions? Y'all got any theories? Y'all got some predictions? This was a little bit longer of an episode. I think it was 36 minutes instead of being 28, 29 minutes. Like I said, they are excellent with feeding you content where it's not overbloated, overstuffed, unnecessary. Everything is necessary. Everything, you need every morsel. So you make sure you listen. I'm sitting up there, I'm putting things together when I'm watching it. That's how I ended up going towards the mutant route. I have a good time. Me and Kevin have a good time watching this show every Friday morning before he go to school. So have a great time. Y'all make sure y'all check out some of my other videos. And thanks again, Moochie, for showing up. Thanks again, Tim. Thank you. Make sure you slap them like buttons. I'm getting ready to film a couple more reviews. Bell Collective comes on tonight. I'm doing Real Housewives of Atlanta tonight, and I'm also doing I Care a Lot tonight. So I got a full roster, and I'm gonna try to kick them out tomorrow, between tonight and tomorrow. So look forward to them. And I also have the Maturian. I don't know. It's that movie about the torturing of this person. This Muslim person after 9/11, and they went to Guantanamo Bay, and they kept him for like 14 years torturing him. That movie was so hard to watch. So I'm definitely making a review on that. And I don't want to keep this too long. I want to keep it short and sweet. And I'm about to kick it out on Twitter and see if I can get some kind of traction on my page. Make sure y'all try to like, comment, and subscribe and share my videos if you care. And I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.